Hey everybody, welcome back to the next part of Find Love or Die Trying. Last time we left off, we just finished our date with Violet, I think. And now we're back in our room, back in our comfy abode, and we're gonna continue onwards with our quest. I stumbled back onto my bed, and I was just about to close my eyes when I heard a knock at the door. I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Pancakes. Sorry to bother you this late. It's alright. What's up, Cat? Don't mind me, just gonna make myself real comfortable. Cat walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. Dude, that's my bed. Oh my god, you have no idea how much better your beds are compared to the staff. You'd think the staff would get better beds. Yeah, you think the ones actually working here to get treated nicely? My sentiments exactly. I closed the door, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. I'm guessing you're not coming to my room at night to start a workers' union? I wonder what you want me to come to your room for instead. I can think of a few things. You think 5 people would be enough for a person? You're incorrigible, Pancakes. I don't know the meaning of the word. Anyway, as the producer, I'm obliged to help you survive until the end of the show. Just until the end of the show, I'm heartbroken. Being your babysitter doesn't pay well enough to make it a long-term gig. I'll be checking in with you each night to let you know how you're doing and give you some advice here and there. That's nice of you. Thanks, Cat. Well, to be honest, finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. Back to topic. Our audience really loved your date with Violet today. You and Violet started out a little frosty, but by the end, I think we saw you two warm up to each other a bit. Thank you? That said, we need something more than that if we're going to make the world believe she's your first soulmate candidate. So let's heat things up with some more competition, love triangles, pizzazz. So tomorrow, I want you to find who your other soulmate candidate is and ask them out on a date. Alright, let's see. We have a really interesting choice here. So, first off, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save right here. So, let's say that we want to go for a specific route. So that means that we would probably have to go on a second date with Violet, right? But at the same time, if I were to, do the whole love triangle thing and try to make the show look better, I wonder how that would end. Since I kind of do want to go for each girl's route, I'm probably going to have to just focus on Violet, huh? Hopefully I make the right choice here. I get that it'll be worse for ratings, but I'd rather just spend more time with Violet tomorrow. I feel like there's something just under the surface that I'm reaching, and I want to see what it is with her. It's sweet of you to say that, really, and in a perfect world, you'd be able to do just that. But if you do that, the show's ratings won't be high enough. And how's that my concern? If the show's ratings aren't high enough, they'll just axe the show before the last day. And it'd be treated as if you didn't end up with anybody at the end, if you catch my drift. I get why you wouldn't want to, but that's exactly what the last person in your shoes did. And they're not around to tell you how it went anymore. Oh, they got bodied. Alright, I'll ask somebody else tomorrow. Can I at least explain why I have to do this to Violet? You already know the answer to that, Pancakes. Would that be good for ratings? Well, that's pretty much what I need to tell you before tomorrow. It's getting late and we both got big days tomorrow. How about we call it a night? Sounds good to me. If it's worth anything, I'm sorry. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Pancakes. Good night, Cat. It's kind of depressing. She left my room, closing my door behind her. I went back to laying on my bed and closed my eyes. I kept thinking about Violet before I slept. The sound of waves crashing against the shore. Hey. Dude, that made me jump. I can hear a woman's voice call out to me within a dream. You probably can't hear me in there, but... I try to respond, but no words come out. Pancakes, promise me one thing. Don't forget. Don't you dare forget. You promised. Promises are unbreakable, right? That's what you told me. You promised. But you lied, didn't you? If I did, it was probably on accident. Then you set the meat at around 300 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay, got it. Tara furiously scribbled down notes. Wait a minute, couldn't I just cook it for 600 degrees for 20 minutes? That's not quite how this works, I'm afraid. But the math checks out, and cooking is more science than math. What's going on? Oh, good morning, Pancakes. How do you do? I'm teaching Tara the proper way to prepare a pot roast. So far, I'd say it's going pretty well. Tara will be the one to prepare lunch today instead of me. Tara turned one of the dials on the stove as far as it would go to the right. And the student has surpassed the master. On second thoughts, perhaps I'll prepare an alternative course. One moment, please. Oh, ye of little faith. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. Tara was nervously clasping her hands tight. Scarlet. I'm gonna guess it's not really good. It's delicious. I did it, oh my gosh. Tara did a little dance in celebration and gave Violet a high five. Should I become a food vlogger? I'm a cooking savant. This talent shouldn't be wasted. Psst, hey Violet. What is it, Pancakes? Is this what you cooked or is this what Tara cooked? Violet smiled and winked at me. I don't know what you are talking about. She sipped her soup contently. I couldn't help but smile back at her. Dang, this was the best meal I've ever had. Granted, my memory only goes back about 2 days, but still, it counts for something. Oh, there you are, Pancakes. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your other soulmate candidate. You remember what we discussed yesterday, right? How could I forget? It's not like I've ever forgotten anything important before, except for, well, everything. Save the snark for whichever poor girl you end up seeing today. Another roast. Oh, that's things. It'll just be between your two soul candidates from here on out, so choose wisely. Wait, really? So if we don't get chosen, what are we supposed to do? Well, for starters, we're in a tropical paradise. Think of it as a vacation. Soulmates aren't real anyway, so it's not a big deal. They're not real? Oh boy, Pancakes, you might want to pick your second soulmate candidate quick. Wait a minute, Kat. Will we be splitting up the group after today? Nope, don't worry. You'll still be able to hang out together, and who knows where that will go. Whew, good to know my battle plans will still come in handy. Friendship plans. Good to know I still get to see my new friends. Yes, sir. So without further ado, Pancakes, who's the unlucky girl? I'd like to spend some time today with... Alright, so... My last thing that I said didn't really matter, so I'll overwrite that. I think really the only things that matter is like what you say, like which girl you pick per route. So... I guess if I have to choose, I'd probably go with like... Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett. Alright, we'll make it happen. Let's have Pancakes start in the mansion. And oh, I know where to bring Scarlett. Give us a minute to set up the scene, then go find her. It didn't take long to find Scarlet. She found me first. She just burst into my door and was trying to catch her breath as she slammed it shut behind her. Pancakes, thank God you're okay. Oh my God. What's going on, Scarlet? Are there zombies? Long story short, I experimented with some of the local fauna on the island earlier. There's really nothing like it. It's really incredible, and I messed up my intro with you earlier, and, well, slow down. Sigh. I made a new chemical compound that causes amnesia. It's amazing. Wow, that's not something you hear every day. The cool thing is, applying just the right amount to a person can make them forget specific things. Who they are, how to write, anything. The bad thing is... Something slammed into the door outside. I almost jumped up from the surprise. Gimme brains and bananas. Applying too much turns people to rabid monkey zombies bent on eating human brains. I said zombies, didn't I, dude? I called it. And bananas. I didn't see the banana part, though. Dear God, not the bananas. The door slammed again. It sounded like it was about to be knocked down. We need to get out of here, and fast. Ford busted through the door and blocked our only exit. Give me brains and bananas. I'll get him out of the way. It'll give you time to run. I've got a better idea. Scarlet blasted forward the white powder covering his face entirely. He flailed wildly for a few seconds and fell to the ground unconscious. Is he gonna be okay? Oh, is he gonna be okay? I guess we'll find out. For now, let's focus on getting out of here. We ran outside of the mansion as fast as we could. How did this even happen? Oh, I was afraid you'd ask. I heard from Tara that you lost your memories and I wanted to see if I could help you get them back. So I may have experimented on the Brothers 5 to see if I could erase their memories and bring them back. I must have done the numbers wrong. I added way too much. I didn't realize their brains were so empty in the first place. In a weird way, that's really sweet, Scarlet. Thanks. Crazy, but still thanks. I'll fix this, I swear. I just need time to make an antidote. Luckily, I left my tools and supplies pretty near here. We can stay there till we've got an antidote. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Wait, where are the other girls? Do you think they're still inside? They're actually trapped inside the library right now. Aw man, we've got to go back and save them. I don't know how to say this, but I accidentally turned them to zombies too. But they were still a little much, so I locked them in the library. We're doomed, aren't we? Scar and I passed the time talking about the craziness that was going on and coming up with a plan to save everybody. She seemed to be quite frazzled despite seeming so put together, but I could tell she really did care about the infected. Not enough to prevent this from happening in the first place, but enough. I watched her build a machine that she insists can turn them back to normal, but looking at it, I can't help but be a little skeptical. Alright, it's showtime. You really think this will work? You bet. I made it after all. You see, that makes me skeptical. Looks like the coast is clear here. We walked to the outside of the library undetected, but we definitely weren't alone in here. Alright, it's time to save our friends. Brains! They're coming right at us. Nothing to worry about. This is payback for you guys acing your introductions. Is that a Gatling? I'm sorry, what? What? This is... Oh, nothing. You sure that's gonna cure them? Of course, what does it look like I'm doing? Something told me Scar was something too much. What the heck? I took my opportunity for 1 second and full zombie. Not for much longer, I promise. Spent the rest of the day administering the antidote to each person. That just like went from like -3 to 15,000. Not quite the first date you expected, huh? You can say that again. It was definitely first though. Kat told me that to make a date exciting, I had to get your heart racing. I think I did a pretty good job at that. I guess that's technically true, but aren't there easier ways? Something tells me this woman is full of more surprises. I don't know, dude. I'm kind of fearing for my mortality. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Pancakes. Got a minute? I want to make Violet and Scarlet jealous. It'd be good for ratings. Sorry, what? You're no fun, anyway. She opened the door to my room and walked inside. I followed suit. I've got some good news. I'm all ears. Turns out my strategy worked. You've gotten enough ratings to avoid early canning. Don't get me wrong, people loved it when you and Violet were the main ship, but now with Scarlet and some serious competition, let's just say online threads went from optimistic and united to downright murderous. Well, I'm glad to hear that I get to live another day. For now at least, but that'll change quickly if our viewers don't feel like your relationship with both of them are progressing. Kat laughed and took a seat on my bed. You know what? I'm curious how you're feeling about Violet and Scarlet. Between those two, do you have a favorite? I feel like... Okay, so I kind of see what's happening here. So, since I'm trying to follow a single route, I have to pick one of them. So, we're gonna go Violet. I think I have a better connection with Violet right now. I don't know as much as I'd like to know about Violet just yet. But I know more than anything that I just wanted to keep learning more things about her. I had a feeling you'd say that, and you're right to say that. Well, we'll see where things go with Violet. Something tells me you'll get a chance to hang out with her again tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows, you might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Pancakes. Good night, Kat. So she left my room, closing the door behind her. So we're the only ones that's really been doing well. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. I see waves crashing soundlessly against the shore and dissolve to nothing before they reach my feet. This must be my dream. And she's next to me. I can't make out her face or even hear her voice, but I know it's her. The way the pale moonlight dances in her hair is so nostalgic. You look like you've seen a ghost, Pancakes. Somehow I can't see your face nor hear your voice, but I know it's you. I'm fine, don't worry about it. I hear my own voice speaking as if we're coming through an old cassette. Are you thinking about what's going on out there now? $10, that's better on this side. Out there, every day's a fight to stay alive. Here, at least there's food, shelter, and a place to call home. And most importantly, high speed and unlimited internet. Yeah, dude, amen. I reach for her hand and hold it tight. And people that love you. I know, and I love you too. I know how lucky I am to be here, but I still want to see the other side. Why? You wouldn't survive a day out there. Same goes for me. Because it's real. It's real life. Where things happen that aren't planned by some producer. Where living isn't just following a script. I'd do anything for just a taste of it. We've been over this. I know. I'm just so tired of this. What the heck are we doing here, Pancakes? I felt the same way she did, but there was nothing we could do. Not if we valued our lives. There's no escaping from here alive. We're living another day. But what are we living for? I sighed. You really want to see the other side that badly? Yes. I laughed. When she had that look in her eye, I knew there was no convincing her otherwise. Even if she had to go alone, she'd see it through. And I loved her for that. I guess you'll owe me $10 pretty soon. She laughed. You'll be the judge of that. Dude, that reminds me of like Attack on Titan, you know, with the whole like leaving the walls and everything. Anyone else wake up with the world's worst headache? Tell me about it. What did we even do yesterday? Honestly, I can't remember. Though I did have a dream we were being chased by somebody. Oh really? And who was that? I think it was Scarlet. What are the odds of that? I think I dreamt the same thing. As did I. She locked us in the library, then shot us to pieces. Whoa, that's the same dream I had. What do you think made you dream up all that? Either way, it was just a dream. Ha 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 ha. You use mean glare, it's super effective. Come now, there's no point getting upset at someone There's no point getting upset at someone at what they did in a dream. You're right, Violet. And yet, I seem to remember you being there too, Pancakes. Oh man, how am I gonna talk my way out of this one? You gotta, up those charisma stats, man. Somehow or another, Scar and I managed to convince everyone it was just a crazy coincidence. At least I think we did. Violet was skeptical. The only one that we don't want to be skeptical. Naturally, she had every right to be. Everything she dreamed really happened. Let's hope this wasn't the kind of dream that comes back again. Dreams that you see again are called reoccurring dreams, by the way. I figure it's about time to talk with Kat about my next date, but I felt a tap on my back. Kat, is that... I turned around and the girl in front of me was as surprised as I was. Kat? No, this is Allie. Sorry Allie, what's up? She looked to see if anybody else was around before she spoke. Have you noticed anything weird lately? What do you mean? Something about this show gives me the creeps. I went out for a walk in the forest last night, 'cause it's gorgeous and all. But after I got there, I must have dozed off for a minute. Taking a nap in a forest at night, you're braver than most, Allie. Let me finish. When I woke up, I was back in my room, on my bed. And I swear I don't remember ever walking back. Huh? That sounds pretty crazy if it really happened. You sure you didn't just have a weird dream? Now that you mention it, I tried Scarlet's cooking for fun last night. That was a big mistake. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but... Did you notice anything strange happen last night? I don't think so. It was just a regular night. I had a conversation with Kat in my room, but that was it. Dang, 5 girls to date wasn't enough, huh? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Well, I guess I'll just be staying away from Scarlet's cooking and chalk it all up to a weird dream. Thanks for listening, Pancakes. It was my pleasure, Allie. See you later. She ran off just as fast as she'd come initially. Someone's in a hurry. Hey Kat, I was looking for you. Afternoon, Pancakes, same here. I wanted to ask, did your guys do anything last night to Allie? Not that I know of. Our staff leaves the cast alone at night. I guess there's nothing to worry about. Kat's been honest with me so far about everything. Right? Anyway, more importantly, it's time for phase 2. You've done pretty decently with setting up Violet and Scarlet as your soulmate candidates. People are eating it up. The romance, whatever. More importantly, every time they're on screen, we get one heck of a ratings boost. From here on out, you'll only be going on dates with either of them. That'll be your best bet to get out of here alive. That sound good to you? You almost make it sound like I have a choice. I'm glad we're on the same page as always, Pancakes. But enough with the pleasantries. Who's the unlucky girl today? Ha ha ha. I guess I'd like to spend today with Violet. Violet every single time. Violet. Nice. I kind of had a feeling you would. I think Violet's somewhere around the mansion. Lead the way. Yeah, it's because I said Violet was my favorite. I found Violet taking a walk outside the mansion. Hey Violet, what's up? Hello there, Pancakes. I just thought I'd take a nice afternoon walk. This place truly does bring back memories of home. You lived on your own personal island? Nothing quite that bourgeois. Oh, see, I know that word. See, I'm a bit Frenchy. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Want to see? For me, I motioned for her to follow me into the mansion. I asked Kat to pull a few strings, and well, we have everything we need to bake whatever we want now. Oh my. Violet looked at me with childlike wonder in her eyes. Let's get right to it then, why don't we? Let's just jump right into it. She was practically shaking with excitement. Her smile and laughter was positively infectious. We decided to make a chocolate cake. It was her favorite flavor, and I don't remember mine. That said, I also don't remember a thing about how to make cakes, but with Violet, that wasn't a problem. She got me up to speed with a soft and steady hand, and before long, we had the cake in the oven baking away. I wish it took longer to make. Seeing Violet do what she loved most was a treat. When she pulled the cake out of the oven, she looked at me like a kid on Christmas Day. Now just for the finishing touches. A little more here and a little more there. She was in her own world, humming away as she danced around the cake, decorating it as she went along. I couldn't help but smile and watch her in adoration. She's pure happiness right now. I wish I could just take this moment and freeze it in time for safekeeping. I can't wait to share this with the others. But first, Pancakes, would you mind testing it? You don't have to ask, believe me. I'm first in line to try it out, dude. I love cake so much. Thank you. I was just unsure if what I make is worth eating or not. Why's that? My family's caretaker, Lucine, was the one who taught me to bake. Besides my sister, Lucine was the only one who ever bothered to try what I made. Sometimes, I worry they told me it's delicious just to make me feel better. I took a little off the top of her cake with my finger and licked it off. It's delicious, Violet. You better believe it, Naruto. Would you want to help me a little longer? I'm having far too much fun to stop just now. I've started making some cookies, and I find I quite enjoy your company and help, Pancakes. I'd love to. Let me know how I can help. Violet passed me a bowl of cookie dough, then a tray. All you need to do is make little cookie-shaped pieces out of this dough, then put them on the tray. Do not try to put any of them too close together on the tray, or it'll become something of a mutant cookie in the oven. Got it, no mutant cookies here. Yeah, that happens a lot, like during Christmas and stuff with my family. Like we make cookies, they always like smash together. I ripped off a piece of cookie dough from the bowl and rolled it into the size and shape of a cookie. Perfect, you're a natural. Thanks, Violet. Wow. In the time it took me to make one, Violet had made 6 perfect cookies. She moved with the mechanical efficiency as she kneaded balls of dough into perfectly shaped cookies. Wow, I thought you were great before, but you're really incredible. How long have you been doing this? Perhaps since I was about, say, 5? To this day, it remains the only thing I can best my sister at. I finished making another cookie as Violet finished 3 more. She held up one of the cookies and raised it to her face. You've gotten quite skilled at this, Pancakes. I just want to say again, thank you for arranging this. I'm on top of the world right now. It was my pleasure, Violet. Gosh, she's adorable when she smiles. We gotta protect that smile, bro. For a few seconds, we kept working on the cookies in amiable silence, our eyes locked on each other's. You said you had a sister? Why, yes, indeed. Viola Valentine, first twins in the family. She. Oh, I'm out of room on my tray. She flashed a devious smile in my direction right before she lightly threw a dough ball at my face. Bro, what's with that cheeky? Before I could react, it splattered against and stuck to my face. She burst into childlike laughter. Nice catch, Pancakes. Perhaps you might try using your hands next time? Oh, it's on. I couldn't stop myself from smiling as I grabbed some ammo from my own cookie tray and threw them at her. She dodged them with ease and laughed. It's quite humorous how an old caretaker managed to do what you are struggling to do now. I interrupted her gloating with another dough ball throw. This time it made a satisfying splat against her left cheek. Strike! Oh, you are so going down. Her smile turned devilish as she grabbed another dough ball. Oh man. I've only a second for her next volley. Hi. Alright. I want to win. I want to win. I'm kind of like a baby about it, but I want to win. We're gonna go on the offensive or defensive. I ducked behind the kitchen counter. An instant later, a dough ball flew above my head. Ha! Nice. While his glowing violet threw dough ball spike against my forehead. Wait, no, I want to do it over. Wow, I just realized I didn't have to overwrite that save. I'm such an idiot. I'm gonna have to do it over again. I just start for another dough ball from the tray when a dough ball spiked against my forehead, sending me recoiling. So no matter what I would have done, huh? And then another landed right next to it. Mercy. And then another. I crumpled to the floor in defeat. Triple kill. I declare this my victory in absolute confidence. She laughed as she pointed at all the dough on my face. Maybe letting her win is for the best, though. I took the opportunity to interrupt her speech with another dough ball. It splattered right against her left cheek. Oh, you're even more dead now. Forget surviving this crazy TV show. I don't know if I'm surviving the next 5 minutes. Death by dough. It was like looking a tiger dead in the eye. Violet reloaded her ammo, winding up for another throw. It was all I could do to reach for one more ball and scream in defiance. Bring it on. Some say you can still hear my screams in that kitchen to this day. We finished cleaning up after our impromptu fight and brought the desserts that survived the Great War to the porch. Her smile and laughter were infectious. Pardon me, but I guess we can rule out you being a baseball player before you'd come to this island. She put her hand tenderly against my face as she wiped off some of the remaining dough. We locked eyes yet again. Her eyes were practically magnetic. Thanks for playing along, Pancakes. I suppose it's been too long since I've had that much fun. So, thank you for indulging my little whim. It was a lot of fun for me too, Violet. Don't mention it. Besides, I think I got a few good hits in to make it worth it. I'm worried for you. It appears your amnesia is getting even worse. Wow, I feel like I'm getting kind of woollied. Violet laughed as she picked off some more crumbs from my face and licked them off her finger. Ooh, romantique. Her eyes seemed to linger on mine. I do hope we could spend more time together soon. I quite like this. I like that, Violet. I had a lot of fun with you too. You're full of surprises, you know? Just wait and see. There's more where that came from. We spent the rest of the day talking, eating little desserts together on the porch. Though Violet seemed quite distant when I first met her, I learned that the real Violet was nothing like that at all and full of surprises. She could be unexpectedly shy one moment and mischievous as a child another. One thing's for sure, being around her makes my heart skip a beat and the time fly. Before I realized how much time had passed, it was already pitch black outside. I was about to turn in for the night when I heard a knock on my door. Kat? Hey, Kat. I thought you weren't going to come over tonight. Sorry about that. I got tied up in some other things. Is everything okay? Good as always. Care to join me for a walk? Sure, that sounds nice. Then away we go. I wonder if like Cat would be a route, like a secret route. That would be really cool. We walked at a relaxed pace with Cat slightly ahead leading the way. So how are you feeling about day 3, Pancakes? You still feeling Violet? Yeah, I like Violet the most. Violet's still the girl I like the most. If anything, getting to meet and know the other girls made me like her even more. Violet's an incredible woman in every way. Something about her just keeps pulling me in. I just can't get enough of that, you know? Oh, that's cute. Also a perfect answer for the cameras. Thank you very much. I guess I'll be giving Violet's fan base some more things to go rabbit over soon, You can say that again. Perfect. Well, I'm happy you've at least got one girl you're really interested in, but it helps that you've got chemistry with both. Tomorrow you'll be going on a date with your other soulmate candidate instead. Let's milk this love triangle for all it's worth. Sound good to you? I'm noticing a pattern and making it sound like I have a choice when I really don't. None of us really have a choice nowadays, I'm afraid. Alright, I gotta get back to editing the day's footage. You ready to head back to the mansion? Sounds good to me, and I have to edit this video. We walk back in comfortable silence. Night. See you later, Cat. You know, part of me, like, whenever in the dream, like, the girl was talking, it makes me feel like this is, like, some sort of, like, post-apocalyptic thing, especially with when Cat mentioned, like, New Asia. That really gives me something to think about. If we get caught trying to escape, there's no telling what would happen to us, see? It's a chance we have to take. I know, but we need to know what we're up against. We know the island better than anyone by now, Pancakes. We'll be fine. I'm not so sure. Damien's brought in that scientist for his latest experiment. All I've heard is that she's the one who built the prototype. The one Damien used to turn Six into a vegetable? Not to mention the old test audiences too. Dang it. I think they must have killed at least 100 people by now and they still haven't perfected it. If we get caught, I get what you're trying to say. Are you still with me on this? It's not too late. You didn't even have to ask. Of course I'm with you. Who are you? Somehow I know you're close by. But every time I try to see your face, the dream ends. Well, I guess we're gonna leave it here. We have a very exciting and electrifying date with Scarlet. That's gonna be up on the next part. But for now, unfortunately, and as much as it pains me, I'll have to bid all of you adieu. But the next part is going to be coming very, very soon. So don't even worry about it, guys. So make sure to do all those YouTube things. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.